Alright, so a few hours ago, today, Geoff Castellucci came up with a track, Song of Durin. Let's check this out.
The world was young, the mountains green, no stain yet on the moon was seen. No words were laid on stream or stone when Durin woke and walked alone. He named the nameless hills and dells. He drank from yet untasted wells. He stooped and looked in mirror, and saw a crown of stars appear as gems upon a silver thread above the shadow of his head. The world was fair, the mountains tall, in elder days before the fall of mighty kings in Nargothrond and Gondolin, who now beyond the western seas have passed away. The world was fair in Durin's
Come
a
on.
king he was on carven throne in many pillared halls of stone, with golden roof and silver floor and runes of power upon the door. The light of sun and star and moon and shining lamps of crystal hewn, undimmed by cloud or shade of night, that shone forever fair and bright. Their hammer on the endless bought, their chisel clove and graver wrote, their forged was blade and bound was hilt, the delver mined, the mason built, their beryl, pearl and opal nail, and metal wrought like fish's mail, buckler and corselet, axe and sword, and shining spears were laid in unwearied then were Durin's folk. Beneath the mountain music woke. The harpers harped, the minstrels sang, and at the gates the trumpets rang. The world is gray, the mountains old, the forge's fire is ashen cold. No harp is rung, no hammer falls, the darkness dwells in Durin's hall. The shadow lies up
I love the drops. The water droplets is so nice. Oh, it's very detailed. Wow.
Hey y'all, Geoff here.
That's
Thanks so much for
good.
watching and subscribing. Videos like this would be impossible to make without lovely folks like you clicking that play button a time or two. And of course, all of the lovely people on Patreon. If you'd like to see all of my videos early and plenty of other incredible perks, head on over to Patreon and sign up. You can even sign up for free. Special shout out goes to Halder Draco, Tema Krempley, Juliana Livingston, Diane Holland, Sarah Borzelli, Sarah O, Lori Templeman, Laura Mueller, Patricia Schumann, Debbie Goodling, Jordy S, A.M. Person, Carl and Melanie Thomas, Asa M. Langstrom, and Debs Badger. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.
Undim by cloud or shade of night that shone forever fair and
Damn, did you hear that? My volume is low. All right, now we're talking about the father of all fathers. Man, Geoff just got me excited, you know? The father of all dwarves, Durin, the deathless one, you know? The eldest of the fathers, like the founder of Khazad-dûm. Are we talking about Lord of the Rings? Are we doing Lord of the Rings now, Geoff? We're doing Lord of the Rings. We started with The Hobbit, you know? I mean, sheesh, bro. There's one reason why I love Geoff. He's a Lord of the Rings fan. Well, not Lord of the Rings. Well, we get what I mean. The whole franchise. Talking about, don't get me nerding out. Anyway, we're here for the music. But this just got me excited, man. Ah, so good. It's almost musical the way the water droplet sounds.
the world was young.
It's his voice. The do that bass sound that he has is his voice, but really well edited. So it just sounds like a subwoofer system. Almost like a growl too. There's a little bit of a growl effect.
The world was young, the mountains green, no stain yet on the moon was seen.
I don't know if that's meant to be Gloin, which is Gimli's dad. That's Gimli's father is Gloin. Or Gloin's grandfather, which would be... So yeah, sorry, I'm nerding out with a costume.
No words were laid on stream or stone when Durin woke and walked alone.
Oh, that bass is ridiculous. That bass is... Oh. Oh.
He named the nameless hills and dales. He drank from yet untasted wells. He stooped and looked in mirror, and saw a crown of stars appear as gems upon a silver thread above the shadow of his head.
I really like how he has this kind of like instrumental harmonies going on in the background as well, whilst having the water droplets at the same time. His vocals are very smooth. I love the patience that he has to sing in that turn. Like, I know that he could do more with the bass, but sometimes he just goes, you know, da da da, like very smooth like that. I really like that. Now these characters looks like they're from The Hobbit or they're from the Rings of Power. So we are probably thinking about generations before Lord of the Rings, right? So that's where my thinking is, because in Lord of the Rings we only have one dwarf, because all the dwarves are pretty much dead, right? So in The Hobbit, that's where we see the culture of the dwarves, and then in Rings of Power we actually see the foundation of the dwarves and the civilization of the dwarves. So I'm wondering which generation we are that's singing here. The dwarves could also sing too, even in the mythology, in the lore, not mythology. In the lore, the dwarves could sing too. So it's just so epic.
The world was fair.
good prop.
Gondolin, who now beyond the western seas have passed away. The world was fair in Durin's day.
Oh, I love that. I love that. Enduring. That note that he does. Oh, wild.
A king he was on carven throne in many pillared halls of stone, with golden roof and silver floor and runes of power upon the door. The light of sun and star and moon and shining lamps of crystal hewn.
I like that. It's just such a nice interval that he put his voice in there to give us a little bit of a break to bring us back in there. Yes, and you're right, then Lalikat. Thorin, Bofa, Killy, and Philly. They really look like Killy and Philly, especially the one with the beard of the beard of the mustache.
Timid by cloud or shade of night, that shone forever fair and bright. Their hammer on
I love the instrumentals, man.
their chisel clove and graver wrote. Therefore,
You hear that in the background? Oh, it's so nice, so nice.
forged was blade and bound was hilt. The delver mined, the mason built. Their peril, pearl and opal mail, and metal wrought like fish's mail. Buckler
Mail. Oh, that is such a perfect note. Mail.
and metal wrought like fish's mail.
Mail. Oh, so good.
Buckler and corselet, axe and sword, and shining spears were later
Sheesh.
unwearied then were Durin's folk. Beneath the mountain music woke. The harpers harped, the minstrels sang, and at the
Sing.
harped, the minstrels sang, and at the gates the trumpets rang. The world is gray, the
It's like a cello, or yeah, it's like some string type of thing.
mountains old, the forge's fire is ashen cold. No harp is rung, no hammer falls, the darkness dwells in Durin's hall. The shadow lies upon his tomb in Moria, in Khazad-dûm.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Feel the song.
Really adds some emotional effect to it, especially with the lights too. It really works.
And stars appear
Same.
in dark and windless mirror. There lies his crown in water deep.
Mad.
Till Durin wakes again from sleep.
See, now I'm thinking if this is Gimli, because everyone else disappeared, only him. So I'm like, is this the newer generation, which would be Gimli? Or is this the older, the previous generation? How many generations? What I don't remember. Like 4? Yeah, like my theory is going running wild right now. Oh man, but this was such a fun project with everything in the background. Look at that, all the props and everything. It just looks really cool, man. Geoff always outdoing himself with these projects. It must be really fun, you know, Man, I envy him. Shout out to him, man. I enjoyed it, and I hope you guys enjoyed it too, because I did.